All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule impeccably well. Shalom to the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. This is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch. This will serve as a brief video based upon this article that you see here on the screen. This was taken from theguardian.com and is entitled "Outrage in Brazil as Mentally Ill Black Man Dies in Police Car Gas Chamber." All right, and as you can see here from this image, which was taken from the scene of the incident, you have these two policemen that are forcing this so-called black man in the boot of their vehicle, and they also let off a gas grenade inside of the boot of the vehicle, which effectively killed this so-called black man at the scene of the incident. All right, and you can see from the image his feet are actually still dangling out of the boot of the vehicle as they are shutting the boot door down on his feet, trying to get him into the vehicle. All right, and this is why the scriptures talk about Esau being a vessel of wrath fitted for destruction, and this is why also it tells us in the book of Psalm 73 that violence covereth them as a garment. All right, Esau is a very bloody and vile and violent man. All right, and we can see this from his actions. Okay, you can definitely see this from his actions and the way that he treats you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You can see that. All right, because he's bloodthirsty, especially for our people. And this is yet more proof that we are indeed the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, because the curses spoken of in the book of Deuteronomy 28 fit us to a T. And this is also more proof that Esau Edom is the devil that the Bible speaks of, because the characteristics of this nation, all right, are described in the scriptures, and they fit you Edomites perfectly. All right, once again being the vessel of wrath fitted for destruction and being bloody men, as it tells us, I believe, in the book of Psalms. All right, it speaks about the bloody man, all right, which is making reference to the wicked who are you Edomites. All right, so it says here, outrage in Brazil as mentally ill black man dies in police car gas chamber. Brazilians have responded with outrage to the death of a mentally ill black man who was bundled into the back of a police car by officers who then released a gas grenade inside the vehicle. All right, and let me see if I'm going to pronounce this name correctly. It says Giovaldo D. Jesus Santos, 38, was stopped by the Federal Highway Police in the city of Umboba on Wednesday. Video footage of the incident shows two officers in helmets holding the car boot closed on his thrashing legs as clouds of gas billow out of the vehicle. They're going to kill the guy, an onlooker can be heard saying, as Santos' legs go still. All right, so people are watching basically his whole death, live in action. All right, to the point where he suffocated and died, from the intoxication of the gas grenade that they threw into the boot. All right, and that's pure, cruelty. All right, and that's what you can expect from the devil. That's what you can expect from Esau Edom, and anyone that's under his vibration. Now it says here, an autopsy report confirmed on Thursday that Santos had died of asphyxiation, which is basically means he died of suffocation, all right, due to the gas grenade that they threw in the back of the boot. His death came 2 years after the day after George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis by a white police officer who was later found guilty of murder. So, Jake be catching hell, wherever they dwell, all right, wherever they may be throughout the four corners of the globe. Jake be catching hell from their oppressors. All right, Jake be catching hell from their oppressors, man. It says, according to his family, Santos suffered from schizophrenia, for which he took medication. Schizophrenia, Salakia, for which he took medication. It says Santos' nephew, Alison D. Jesus, who witnessed the incident, said he had warned the police that the man was unwell before they released what he described as a tear gas grenade. It was a torture session, he told the local press. All right, so the authorities were actually warned of the mental health state of this man. Well, obviously that didn't make any difference in the situation, because they were hell-bent on taking his life that day. All right, and that's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because we understand that these curses are still upon our people. All right, even though in these latter days they are being transferred onto our enemies. All right, you're still gonna have Jake finding themselves in these situations. All right, especially if you haven't given yourself over to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The scriptures say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. And there's a lot of Israelites that are simply not going to do that, and they're going to suffer great judgments through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai for not doing so. All right, and the Lord said he was going to start, judgment was going to start with the house of Israel first. And that's what we're witnessing in these latter days. We're witnessing Israelites getting extreme judgments sanctioned through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in these last days. And this is a warning. All right, this is a warning, to you Israelites out there. All right, to get right while you still can with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because these judgments are going to keep increasing. All right, these judgments are going to keep increasing, and they're going to keep getting more gory, as time goes on. All right, it's not going to get any better. All right, until our Lord makes his return. Now it says, Santos's nephew, Alison D. Jesus, who witnessed the incident, said he had warned the police that the man was unwell before they released what he described as a tear gas grenade. It was a torture session. The horrific death has produced shock in Brazil, where lethal police violence is commonplace and disproportionately affects the country's black population. According to Brazilian Forum of Public Security, police killed 6,416 people in Brazil in 2020. Almost 80% of the victims were so-called black people. All right, almost 80% of the victims were so-called black people. All right, and that's of no coincidence. All right, this is due to the fact that we are indeed the Israelites that the Bible speak of, and these curses fit us to a T. Now you don't see the small hats in this situation, all right, because they're not the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You don't see the small hats protesting about being killed unjustly, all right, for no reason. All right, because these curses do not apply onto them. All right, they apply onto you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, now let's get into some scriptures. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we'll start from verse 64. And it says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. All right, so our people have been scattered throughout the four corners of the globe, and as a result, and as part of the curses, we are serving other gods. 1 second, let me just plug in my my phone charger because my battery's running out. So as I was saying, as a result, our people are serving other gods, all right, other than Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And this is also a large part of why you see our people getting judged by the Lord, because they're giving glory and praise not unto the names Yahweh Yahushai, but they're giving it unto other gods that are not gods. All right, so when you see Jake getting killed out here, getting sent back to the spiritual realm, a lot of the time it's because they're serving other powers, man. All right, and they're not recognizing Yahweh Shem Yahushai as their Almighty. So this is part of the curses, all right, because it was written that we'll be serving idols, wood and stone. Now this is verse 75, which is the point. And it says, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. All right. So wherever we dwell, regarding Jake, you Israelites, you find no ease. Okay. You find no ease. And as it says here, the sole of thy foot have, no, let me read it again. Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. All right. And that's what Jake go through in their captivity. All right. And Jake has become accustomed to feeling that way because they've been feeling that way for so long. All right. So they actually think it's normal. They think that this is their position in the world and this is just how things are meant to be. That we're supposed to be ruled over by the other nations. Our life hangs in doubt. We have no assurance of what's going to happen, of the morrow. And they think that this is normal, but this is not normal. All right, this is a process that we are going through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, because we disobeyed the law, statutes, and commandments, and we broke the heavenly contract that Yahweh Shem Shai made with us. All right, and as a result, this is why our people go through this crazy stuff, man. All right, so verse 66, and it says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. All right, and this is a perfect example of an Israelite's man's life hanging in doubt before him, man. All right, because I bet when this guy woke up in the morning, he didn't think he would be stuffed in the back of a police van with a gas grenade, chucked in. All right, that's something you couldn't even imagine. All right, you didn't wake up in the morning and think that this is how you was gonna go out. But being an Israelite, all right, that's not shrouded in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this is a possibility that can befall you, man. All right, this is actually a possibility that can befall you in this kingdom. And that's why you got to get right, with the Lord. And it says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life. That's right. Jay don't have none assurance of your life in Esau's kingdom. All right, look how much times, we've witnessed over and over again, police brutality, in the land of America. How Jake be getting gunned down, for no reason. All right. So on and so forth. And not only that, you have to worry about your own people, coming against you, because it also in the curses, it tells us how the eye of thy brother shall be evil, against you, roughly paraphrasing, which is also another curse upon us Israelites, man. So not only do you have to worry about the enemy, you also have to worry about your own people who are also your enemy, okay, in this kingdom. So this is the worst case scenario. All right, this is the worst captivity, Jake has ever experienced, okay, because it was the first captivity where, we actually lost who he was as a nation of people. But through the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which Lord willing, we pray we are of that number. All right, we've come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai and back to our nationality and who we are as a nation of people, man. All right, and the elect are going to continue to praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai in our captivity until we are delivered. All right, and that's the difference between us and those that haven't got the light. We have this truth, they don't have the truth, man. All right, and it says, in the morning thou shalt say, would the Most High it were even, and at even thou shalt say, would Yahweh Shem Yahushai it were morning, for the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. All right, and that's the current state, that our people are in, man. All right, we're in a very, very low state. All right, the mass majority of our people don't know the names, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and therefore, in times of trouble, they don't call upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai because they don't know him. All right, but that's by design. All right, that is by design. And the Lord has set it up this way in these latter days. That's why you got to be thankful, that you have this truth. That's why you got to be thankful through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that you have those names. All right, and that you're able to praise those names, give glory unto those names, while you're, upon the earth. All right, it's not a joke. All right, it's not a joke, because Jake be getting, taken out here, man. All right. But this is a necessary evil, and these things must indeed come to pass. Now, this is Psalms chapter 10 and verse 8, and it says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the village. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. All right. I'll read that again. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. All right. And that's the wicked. All right. They lurk and they set their eyes, upon Jake to kill them. All right. And this is the atmosphere that Jake is having to exist in. But this is the atmosphere and the kingdom, that's going to be destroyed when Yahushua comes back, man. All right. Because this ain't going to be happening in the kingdom of heaven. All right. Esau is going to be the prey in the kingdom of heaven. The roles are going to reverse. All right. When all these curses come upon our enemies, the curses that we read of in Deuteronomy 28, they're going to come all upon our enemies. It tells you that in Deuteronomy 30 from verse 6 on down. All right. That all of these curses are going to be transferred. So this is how Esau is going to be living in the kingdom. Esau's life is not going to be assured in the kingdom. All right. Esau is going to be the one that's going to be the prey. Esau is going to be the one that's going to have a faint heart and a faint mind. All right. And that's always going to be worried about his life and what's going to happen to him the next day. That's the lifestyle Esau's going to be living in the kingdom. Okay. Because we're going to be in power and we're going to make him feel like that, man, because that's how he made us feel. And it tells you in the book of Revelations to reward her double, even as she rewarded you. All right. So Esau is going to get this treatment in the kingdom, man. And that's why it says in Zephaniah 3 and 8, wait ye upon me until I rise up to the prey. We got to wait upon Yahushua. All right. We got to wait upon Yahushua, man. Now, the scriptures also say, as we know, whoever perish being innocent. All right. Because again, this goes back to the curses, man. And everything that happens to Jake on this side, Jake deserve it. All right. Even if anything that happens to us, during our time in this truth, we catch, trials and tribulations and judgments, and we deserve that too. All right. But there's a particular judgments that are just reserved for the 2/3 of our people in the land of America, man. All right. That's a whole next type of judgment, man. But repenting unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakar Kodash, yeah, you're still going to catch hell, but it's not going to be on the level as the wicked of our people. All right. Which we can blatantly see. It says, verse 9, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, the Most High hath forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. All right. And that's why, Esau and the other nations be going so hard with the judgments, because they think, in their spirit that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has forgotten his chosen people and that he's not dealing with us, which is not the case. All right. The Lord is dealing with the elect of the nation of Israel right now, man. All right. He ain't dealing with, the wicked of our people. He ain't dealing with 2/3 of our people in the land of America. He's dealing with the elect of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All right. And just to back that up, let's get Zechariah 11 and 5. Whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. All right. So that's the mind state of the wicked. All right. And that's why they slay us and hold themselves not guilty. Okay. Now let me get, what's that? Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. I believe it is Ecclesiastes 8 and and verse 11. And it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. I'll read that again. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil, man. All right. So they see that, in their mind, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is not revenging these people as we're killing them. All right. So in their mind, the Lord is not going to help us out. The Lord is going to continue to allow, them to keep killing us and persecuting us like they've been doing. All right. And that's set a standard in their mind that judgment is not going to come forth, but judgment is going to come forth, man. All right? Because what you don't understand is everything is done in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's time. Everything is done in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's time. And the judgments that you're actually putting upon, our people, all right, is actually by design, all right? And is ordained and sanctioned in the spirit in the heavens, man, all right? So you're actually doing the Lord's bidding without even knowing it. The wicked are doing the Lord's bidding without even knowing it, man. All right, why do you think that the wicked are likened to the sword of the Lord? All right, they are the sword of the Lord. When the Lord wants judgments to be done, he uses the right character to do it, who is Esau Edom. All right, and it says in verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolongeth his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So ultimately, as it says in the book of Job, the triumphing of the wicked is short, man, roughly paraphrasing. So all of these wicked works are going to come to naught concerning Esau Edom. All right, and he's going to be destroyed ultimately in these latter days, and the elect are going to get their revenge, man. All right, and even you Israelites out there that are not right with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai now, all right, on this side, in the kingdom, you're also going to get your revenge, all right, for everything that Esau has done. You're also going to get your revenge, but you're also going to have your head hang down low, for a long period of time, for not repenting, when it was more profitable to do so in this kingdom, in these latter days, all right? So that's all I wanted to bring out, in this article. Lord willing, it was edifying unto you brothers out there and few sisters listening and learning. And until the next time, I'll say shalom.